Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and I showed this box the other day and I thought it's about time I made it. Get off your backside, Gaynor, and get it done. And it's a little shaker envelope punch board box. I might put a magnet on the other one we're going to make now. I might even put one on here. And I'm waiting for the envelopes still to come because Stampin' Up! Are doing cards and envelopes that match the Memories and More cards. Little red envelopes in the catalogue. Let me have a look. I will show you if I can find my magazine. Where are they now? I think I've just gone past them. There they are. The Santa's Workshop's Memory and More cards and envelopes, and you get 10 of the really small ones which fit the small cards and 10 of the large ones that fit the bigger cards that come in the Memories and More pack. So yes, so you get 20 in total. I think it's the card bases and the small note cards. So you get 20 card bases, 10 of each size, and 20 envelopes. Ooh, definitely. So I'm going to send away for these. So when I get them, I'm going to pop them in the boxes. Brilliant. Oh, didn't know they did card bases as well. I was thinking it was a pricey for the envelopes, but apparently you get the card bases as well, which I can show you. I've done 2 of the cards, but we're going to make the other 2 when I can find them. There they are. So they're going to send the card bases that fit these with a little border. And these are, I've made these 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, so that's 8 1/2 by 3 1/4, and just scored them in half. I've added this gorgeous vellum, which has got stars on, just to add an extra element to the inside of the card. And then the Whisper White with these beautiful poles. Absolutely gorgeous. This one, it already had the tree time written on it, so I didn't have to stamp this one, but this one came without this writing, and I've added some shimmer to Santa's hat and across the rim and the bauble at the end. Wishing you everything on your list and more. And I haven't coloured those. Ooh, let's get them coloured in quickly, because we're going to make the other 2 cards and I'm going to have to colour those in as well. Oh, I thought I'd finished these. But yeah, what a fabulous idea. So I'm going to gift these 2 boxes to 2 of you lucky viewers in the next, well, once my envelopes arrive, I can pop them inside the box, seal them up, and then I'm going to pick random 2 beautiful viewers, and they're going to have 1 box each. And then I have to make a 3rd because I promised Lola a box as well for her school friends. So, but yeah, I just thought these were so cute, and the Memories and More packs, I've always been a great fan of them, and I've still got all the other ones I've got. I've used some. So that's 2 cards. We're going to make another 2 cards. I've got the vellum is 3 by 4. These are 2 1/2 by 3 1/2 because I want a good border. This vellum is so cute, but you could do this with normal vellum. Just get a little star stamp, heat emboss, and away to go. Or don't add the vellum, and then it's an elf thing, so I won't need to write on that card. And then this one is where we're going to put that wishing you everything on your list and more on the inside. They did just brilliant. And so yeah, I cut these down to 8 1/2 by 3 1/4. And we're basically just going to fold them in half. And then we're going to make that little box to put them in, which is absolutely adorable. You'll need 2 pieces of acetate. I've got, my one is here. And I've cut these down to 3 3/4 by 4 1/8. They're going to layer together, but I love the snow on there. And then we're going to put the sequins in between with the foam pads. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. everyone knows how to make a shaker card, and to do it on a little box is just as easy as 1, 2, 3 anyway. So let's get these popped together really quickly and show you just how quick and simple they are to make. And Stamp It Up have done all the hard work for you. They've put the characters on there, they've added the ink, you've just got to stamp a sentiment if there isn't one. And I've just done these are 3 by 4, the cards, just cut them 1/4 inch bigger. My vellum is dull one side, so that's the side I want, and I'm only going to glue up the centre, because when I pop this in here, whoops, not the straightest, but I can now add my Whisper White and you won't see the glue lines. Come on. But you can see those lovely stars all the way around. So that's one card, how quick. You could pop these out to a penny, and I know people go to supermarkets and buy little mini cards like this to send to the neighbours or give them out to the kids, to give to the school kids. You could have that on there if you wanted, and a lovely message. But I'm loving it's an elf thing, so. But they're so cute, they're double-sided. They do stickers in the packet as well, so I mean, you could add some embellishments as well off there. They come with sticker sheets, they are absolutely brilliant. Look, you've got these candy canes, you've got the borders, you've got bows, you've got you've got trees, you've got labels, absolutely brilliant. You've got the words Merry Christmas and stars. It's just absolutely brilliant. And then you've got the calendar from 1 to 25, 1 to 30 actually, because there's some on here. Oh, this one, 1 to 31, wow. I mean, look, they're just adorable. I mean, I could, look, literally grab a hat from there and just even do that on the corner. You know, just add something. But you've got all these bits to play around with, and for, I think it's £9.25 or £9. There's 72 cards, possibilities in there. It's just brilliant. I just adore the Memories in More packs. So, making sure I got my dull side down, because I don't want to stamp on my stars or glue over my stars. Let's make this one a bit straighter. See, when you rub it down, there's your glue. This is why I've done the Whisper White. Just, oops, this tape run is terrible. Just a wee bit, look at that, don't worry about that now, because I'm going to grab my bone folder and straighten that out. There we go. Everything's fixable. So, grab my inks quickly. Whoops. And we're going to stamp the presents on this one. Perfect. And the and more. And then on the front we're going to have that. Oh no, oh look, I've done it upside down. I might carefully remove that when I put it in there. And then this one is going to have, I'll just do them the opposite way rounds at the minute, because I'll swap them over. Look at me rushing, see. And then the North Pole sign is going in there. Absolutely wonderful. So I need to stamp my message on there and then swap those cards over. Look at me gas bagging away and making boo-boobs. Perfect. So, but that's the idea of these cards. They're quick, they're simple. Well, they will be simple if you get them in the right order. Not like me. What am I like? And they come off, oops, they come off those blocks easy peasy. And I'm just using 4 colours, which is the light Early Espresso, is it? Oh no, light soft suede. Just to colour my signpost in. And you could add then afterwards my shimmer paints where the snow is. And then my light poppy parade. Just so adorable. You can make these come to life. They're just brilliant. And I know it's not meant to be green, but I just wanted a bit of green on there as well. So this is the light granny apple green. And the top bit's white. And then, where had I? Yellow on my present. So we're just going to swap these up quickly. This is the dark pineapple punch. But look how quick you can do these. Just absolutely love. I love green and yellow together, especially this granny apple green light. It looks like a peppermint green. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Let's get some dots on there. And then finish off with the red. Oops. Just absolutely stunning. You can sit down at a table with your grandkids, and do these. They do have so much fun filling those in. So that's my other cards done. I will swap them over, I do promise. And I'd already made 2, as you can see. So that's the cards ready to go in the box. What I've done with my cardstock, I've added the designer series paper onto the back of my real red. This one's a little bit thinner. This is 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. This is the perfect size for this box. You can see a little gap at the top, but your envelopes will be slightly bigger, so that's why I've only done this. And I do not have my Big Shot to cut this out, so I did this from a template from the very first box I did. I used the trimmer and cut it out, so I used it as a template to cut that out. And I can even use this template from here to cut this one out. So I kept them, but you could keep that now because it's on the back of it, and pop that on a card somewhere, on maybe another one of these or inside. So, but that's my template. Let's bob them out the way. Isn't that cute, that little box? And I'm going to use different sequins. I don't think they're the right colours, but yeah, and it's all from here. I love this Signs of Santa. Just brilliant. I've got some more ribbon to tie a little ribbon round. I don't know whether I'm going to use the 2 again or just the 1, but I adore this little box. It's great, and it's all done on the envelope punch board. Ta-da! So yeah, this is 8 1/8 by 8 1/8, and I've just backed it onto some real red, so it makes the box a bit more sturdy. And 8 1/8 is there because it's going to be 4 1/2 by 5 1/2, and it tells me to put it in at 3 3/4, which is there. So you're going to punch and score. In fact, should have turned it over really. Can I do that still? Yes, so that's the 4 3/4, because we need to pull this down to 3 3/4. But I'm not going to get my line, so let's start here. We will have the line again in a moment, don't worry. Right, 3 3/4, punch and score, and try and keep it in the track, and do it quite rigid because there's lots of paper to go through, and then take it down to 4 3/4, punch, I can't even grip this, and score. Yeah, that's perfect, because I'm going off the deeper cut lines, and then just follow your lines all round. Punch and score. Punch and score. Love it. So we're following those guidelines around now. Oops, I've got offline again. Got to really dig it in. And then your next score line. And when we come to this side, I'll show you now. That's better. And we're back over to here. We've done that punch. So we need to score. Now we're going over to this one. Push it in. Punch. And score. So there we go. Don't ignore those little lines for there for now. Remove those bits. Do you know, my blade needs changing again, I think. So I'm just going to neaten up those edges because it's going to do my head in. I don't like it. I like neatness. So I'm just giving, yeah, it's just I think my blades need changing on the trimmer. But you're going to cut up these score lines anyway. Because these then are going to adhere, oops, as our flaps on there when we bend that over. So let's burnish our score lines. We're doing it gently because we've got double paper. And I've glued this down all over, so make sure it was all over. For some reason, I think my line's gone off there. So I can trim that bit off. Just that little fraction there in the corner. And when you look, they've got little, they're not straight on the ends, and I want to just tidy them up. For some reason that seems to be off. But I've just neatened it up now, so that was going to go inside there as a flap. That one's done, so let's get our second score line burnished. And see how when you use the envelope punch board you've got that little nick on the end. So I'm just taking that off because it bugs me and I didn't like it. Is that straight? Yes. That's better. Because you've got to fight a little bit with it to score it because it's going through two lots of card. But it's easier to add the paper now. Let me just do those as well. Cut them up to the score line. And there's that little nick on the end. Just so I can keep them straight. You know when the little things bug you, you have to get rid. There we go. It's just neatened it up for me. So we're going to do our last one. I mean, you only need the flaps on one side because you're not going to be gluing the second one, but I'm leaving mine on. Well, I think I've cut them. I cut them the wrong way. No, that's right. Yeah, I think I have, you know. They're going to adhere up there though this time. Up there. Doesn't matter, they're going to keep our box together. But before we do that now, we're going to add our template. If you've got your big shot, mine is on its way back to me. You could do this with, oh, I don't want to do it with a pen. Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? There you are. You could do this with any square. You could use a circle. You could use lots of labels. You could use a banner even. Just having to put a window in there. An oval would be nice. but I haven't got my big shot back yet. So I'm just drawing around that. Whoops. And then I can get my trimmer and I can cut that out. You can use a craft knife as well if you want. Nobody's going to see that on it when it's on the inside of the box. So let me just fetch my trimmer over. Let's get rid of these bits. And I'm just going to pop this in. Whoops. Why doesn't that want to lie down? That's better. So I can get my line in the track. I can press and then lift to make sure I've got it in the corner. And then come all the way down to that score line. That pencil mark, should I say. Get my line in the track. Come down to that corner. It's working perfectly. Get my line in the track. Press and cut up to that corner. And last but not least, so where there's a will, there's a way. There's always a chance that you can do something to cut a hole out of your paper. Line in the track. Line that up. And cut down to that line. And all being well, that should pop out. If I'm only doing it gently. If it does miss, just pop your scissors in. And help it along. In fact, I'm going to do my craft knife now. Because I've virtually got it all the way through. There's only a paper pad underneath. Just to get through to that release paper underneath. See it there? I can see it there. Whoops, I don't want to ruin this. Where's my little ruler? I know, I should have changed the blade. It's just to deconnect that paper. It's virtually there actually. I've literally got every bit out. It's like that tiny little piece there. There we go. There we go, got my out. But there's a will, there's a way you can, even if you haven't got half the tools, there is ways of getting around it. So I can just, there we go, I'm straight flatten that paper again now. Tiny little nick there I think I need to remove, so give me 2 seconds. There we go, perfect. Wait, you don't need to cut that pencil line out because it's gone. Now we need to add some, where's my, oh there, I love this stuff. It's brilliant, this, so sticky. And it's only a 1/8. So I'm going to go all the way around this window now. Using my block to keep the edges neat. It's made in Korea and it's really strong tape. It's just absolutely brilliant. And then And last but no means least, our other side. And this is just to hold the acetate in place for the first one. So where's my pokey tool? It does look a bit off-corded, but it's not, trust me, it's just the way the tape is running. There we have it. So they're both cut to the same size. There's my one acetate. And I'm going to stick that down. Isn't that lovely? Right, now I need, where's my foam tape? I've got a big massive roll here. It doesn't want to come off. It's like a record. So I'm going to be taking, I'm going to get my scissors that don't stick. I'm just going to pull lengths off, and you just want to put it round the window again. Leave a little gap over so every bit gets filled. And you can, because it gets tacky on the inside, you can use your embossing buddy to take away any stickiness. Somebody asked me the other day why I was sounding sad on one of my videos, and I've had a bit of bad news. My daughter moved down here 3 years ago, in February this coming up, and she's feeling a little bit down, bless her, because she doesn't go anywhere much, bless her soul. She just hasn't got many new friends, and she's missing her family back home as well, and she's going to move back to Crewe, which is 160 miles away from me, and that means me and Bamp won't get to see the grandkids every single day now when they're gone, and I'm really sad. I love those children so much, and my daughter too. And it's inevitable now. She's saved her money to go, and I was just hoping it was a phase she was going through, but I have begged and begged her to stay. But so if you ever do sound a bit offish some days, then it's because my heart is breaking. I don't want her to go anywhere, so sorry about that. Right, I'm going to see what I've got to add in here. Oh, I'm so sentimental. Right, I've got some of these beautiful little coloured gems. I'm going to pop a few of those in there. I like gems in as well as sequins. These were gifted by my gorgeous friend. I'm not going to add too much, but there's red in there, there's green, there's blues. I'm just trying to pinch out, and there's gold, silver and iridescent, and so I'm going to add a few of those. I am going to add a couple of these clear like diamond shapes. They're just stunning. These are these ones, aren't they beautiful? What else are we going to use? Let me see. I have got these beautiful little flowers, but I've got little tiny love hearts that I can go in as well. Got a fair few of those. They're gorgeous little iridescent love hearts. They're beautiful. There you go. I think that's plenty. It's a little shaker card, isn't it? So now we're going to peel back off our tape. And we're going to add our other piece of acetate. You could have placed some on, or you could have just glued them on the inside if you wanted it flatter, but it's a box and you know nothing really much is going to fall out of there because we've got all the edges connected. So we're just going to add our second piece of acetate, and look, that's where we got our shake a bit. I know they all try to stick to the sides, but there's the principle. There's the shake a bit. Love it. So we've cut down. That's right. Now we're going to add really strong tape, and I'm going to use glue as well because you definitely don't want this box coming open. Just checking the time. Because the glue will give me enough. Oh, mind you, I don't think I need the glue on this. I think this tape is really super strong. Oh gosh, yes. So, squish it down. And remove the backing. And you're just going to fetch these up and make sure that they are perfect in the corners. Whoops. And these are the papers from the Santa's workshop. So when we pop that, and I've left the flaps on the top, you don't have to. You could just glue it all together, but then nobody will get the cards out. So we're only going to add adhesive on these strips here. There'd be no point having a box with cards in it if you can't get inside. So I'm just going to attach some, whoops, tear tape here. And onto the other side. It does look a bit squishy, but it just soon sits straight once you've got everything in place and everything squared up. So what I do is push those sides in nice and square, and these flaps too. And just make sure everything's lovely and squared off. And then you've got to make sure those papers meet there and here on this side. So I can get my hand in there. My little flaps are there. And my cards now, which I've got to adjust, they go in face down. Oops, there we go. You've got a little tiny gap, but that will be covered with your envelopes when they finally come. And there, oh, that looks like a bit of a wonky shape, doesn't it? Is it my eyesight? I think it is. I think I may have done a bit of a wonk on that one. The box is square, perfectly square, but there's my shake a bit. Hey, that's so cool. Right, ribbon. We've got two. Just the thin red one and white to match the polka dots. So you can pop these. I'm sorry you can't see, it's just I'm trying to level everything up. So it goes on that corner, and then you fetch this round, and then this round, and just tie a knot. And there's that flicky knot that I had like on this one and the other one, and that'll help to keep that closed. But there is a way now. You literally take it back off. I think my window is a bit on the wonk. It is a bit. So pop them wherever you want them. And then fetch this up. And what I did then was just untie them. Oops, carefully. And then make it tighter. That's better. And then you can trim that window is really on the wonk. It's putting me off a bit. So I just tie those, trim them down. And you can add embellishments on here. This will keep this closed. But what I do is, yeah, that's perfect. Oh my gosh, it's on the wonk. It's doing me head in. Look, see what I mean about the windows on the wonk? The boxes, actually. No, it's the windows out. Because that one's perfect. I think this one is a little bit chunkier for some reason. Yeah, it is. My window is on the wonk, but you'll end up with something like this in the end. But you can add these embellishments. These are from the Santa's workshop as well. I can't believe my window's on the wonk. Oh, bless. Never mind. The principle is there. Wait there a minute now. Where have I put my measurements? Yeah, 3 3/4 and then 4 3/4. So I was right. My window's on the wonk, girls. I do apologise. But I want my big shot back so I can do it properly. But please forgive me for that. Just a bit of a wonky window, but give it some decoration as well. Just a gorgeous. I think it should have been 3 3/4. Yeah, it's going. I can't think. Yeah, I wrote it down. It's 3 3/4 and 4 3/4. There we go. So you get a nice good inch all the way round. But this one, for some reason, only looks about ½ inch. But there you have it. We'll end up with a box like that. Please forgive me. Sorry about my bad news as well. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't do that on camera. Sorry, babes. Well, I'm going to love and leave you all. If you don't like this one, give me a thumbs down. I do love you all. Take care. Bye.